gems and everything. So I wish you shine, sparkle like a gem, and
Wow,
keep
that's
sharing
so
your light,
nice.
keep
I'm
being
blessed
bright.
to have you in my life.
I'm
Blessed to
blessed to
have
have
all
you as
of
well.
you.
It's the same
Thank
thing that I
you.
can. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really have a fantastic birthday.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you so much. How wonderful. Sneha, please raise your hand. It's your anniversary. We'll wish you as well. Where is Sneha? Please raise your hand. Okay, how wonderful. There you come. Yes, Sneha, my dear. Which anniversary is this of yours?
This is my 6th anniversary.
Congratulations, seventh anniversary. We'll have a baby as well. So
Yeah,
congratulations and celebrations. It's Neha's anniversary today. So
thank
congratulations.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Have a fantastic anniversary, a day of love, joy, and togetherness. Really
Yeah,
wishing you a lot, and definitely the little baby in your tummy can feel
yeah.
him or her already coming to life. So
Thank you. Thank you so much.
lots of love. May the
Thank
two
you.
of you become the magical three, the number of creation. Lots of
Yeah,
blessings.
definitely. Thank you.
Have a
Thank you.
wonderful, how wonderful. Okay, ma'am, let's have the first book for the day, our beautiful book, our greatest secret. Let's understand the mysteries that are going to be unfolded for all of us. How wonderful. Yes. So could I have a volunteer for the day? It'll be lovely to have a volunteer. So till the time we get a volunteer, let me introduce this book to everyone. Today, what are we going to talk about? Yesterday, we began this beautiful chapter on all is well in our world, right? The world how it should be, all is well, right? And we talked about how powerful it is for our thoughts to be thinking what we're thinking. So let's start our day with Lester Levinson's saying, we concocted this whole universe and we've forgotten that we've done it. We say it's real and it's separate from me, and it really is a picture in our mind. The only place where you'll see this world is in your mind. Put your mind to sleep, and there's no more world. Don't wake up from sleep, and there's no more world ever again. But you are. So, all we've been asking in a twisted fashion by Lester Levinson from Willpower Audio is to wake up, to be aware, because this world is our creation. Now we are becoming saying that, oh, this is how the world is, this is how it is, and I can't do it. Remember, we have created the world and we can create our world. We can co-create it, right? So please start seeing the world with awakened eyes. Wake up from your deep slumber. Time to awaken to the power of your subconscious mind to the world and enjoy it. Anika, please read for us all that you see.
All that you see, from a teaspoon to the sun in the sky, is a projection of the mind. Just like a movie projector, our mind projects the pictures of our world. It's like standing in a 360-degree theater with images above, below, and all around you, with full surround sound. It makes for a very convincing experience.
So yes, it's very clear. Whatever we want, we can project. Be it the sky, be it the earth. If you're standing in front of something, it's like, you are creating it. So what you're creating is what your full surround sound is. It's all about you giving those feelings. So please, whether you believe in your power or not, by now I'm sure all of you believe, create the life you desire. That's it. The world existing as an independent reality is an illusion. So it's an illusion if you say the world is like this, the world's like that. You create the world. That's the fact. Let's read the next one.
The world existing as an independent reality is an illusion. The
I read
world,
1 second. Anika, I will read all which is italic, which is said by somebody. So I've already read that. Just read
it's
the next.
in my book, it's like a normal one, it's not italic at all.
Oh, no, Francis, Lucille is there below.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Please read. Be
The
with me.
world as you see it, a world that appears to exist outside our bodies and independently of us, is an illusion created by the mind. The appearance of things being solid is an illusion created by the mind. The appearance of things being three-dimensional is an illusion created by the mind.
So again, whatever we want, we can create. Right now, anything else which we can't see is our creation. It's just an illusion, it's a myth. So if you see this person is like this, I can't help it, I can't change him. It's an illusion because you have created the person to be like that. The minute you're thankful for him or her, for his attitude, for his well being, he or she will dramatically shift. So ultimately, what you're seeing is what you've created, and that is an illusion because you have the power to change it. Good or bad, you have the power to change it. Let's read the next one.
The images of the world and our experience of it through our senses is just like the dream world when you're asleep. The contents of your dream and your experience of the dream are entirely mind made, just as your experience of the world when you're awake takes place entirely in your mind.
So again, everything is happening in our conscious mind, the conscious mind that's controlling our life. So now what's happening in our life is the conscious mind thinks a thought, but the subconscious mind is a powerhouse of storage of information. So if I consciously think that, I need to lose weight, my subconscious mind will say, hey, back on the same cycle, you're going to get off it. So ultimately, that is controlling. So what's happening is we have to wake up to the fact that we have to be in harmony. Before we sleep, we talk to our subconscious mind for answers, for helping us out, and the magic will unfold. How will it unfold? Subconscious mind does not know a language, but it knows frequency. So give it the right feeling, feel well about it, and that magic will happen. Subconscious mind will become a party to your creation simply by you being in alignment with it. Knowing that our mind possesses the wonderful power of creation and self deception, is it not reasonable for us to suspect that the body we take to be I and the world, we take to be real in our present waking state, may in fact be nothing more than a mere imagination or a mental projection, just like the body and world we experience in dream? So right now, we are up, right? We're consciously we're up. We're all woken up. We're sitting in front of our computers. Now, whatever you're seeing in front of you, whatever, it might be a mental projection. So right now, if I see 10 people on the screen, or I see 20 people on the screen, and I see he is like this, she is like this, that could be my imagination. In truth, in totality, he could be completely different. Right now, I'm seeing him as a body or her as a body, and whatever little we've talked together. So this could be my experience with you, and that is what is making me believe that you are like this. So definitely, that's not the truth. Now, what evidence do we have that the body and the world we experience in this waking state are anything other than a creation of our own mind? So obviously, there is absolutely no evidence. But if I say that this is the way Pratima Bansalji is, that's my version of her. If I say this is the way Kiranmay is, that's my version of her. So, but in truth, Kiran knows she's a different person. And Pratima ji knows she's a different person. I met you guys for a very short time. So I'm imagining you like that, right? So how you're imagining people is something that is your limiting belief, probably. So please wake up to the fact that whatever you're seeing in the world is your creation. Whatever. Anything in the world is your creation. In your imagination, you have written and projected a cinema show of actors, acts, audience on a screen, and have lost sight of the fact that it's all in your mind. The world is made of thoughts and ideas. What we are seeing out there is our own mind. Always. Whatever we see is definitely our own mind. Everything that we've given a name to, latitude, longitude, Greenwich Mean Time, nations, states, stars, galaxies, everything you've given a name to is a human construct. So we created this world over thousands of years. We are the storytellers, says Deepak Chopra, MD from SAD Conference Talk 2018. How wonderful. Let's turn the page. Please read for us, Anika. Anika? Okay. We not only created this world through our individual thought and collective thought, but we are creating everything we're experiencing from moment to moment. So let's understand this very clear. We are creating this world the way we think is right. So right now, if it's a couple, so say if I have a couple in front of me, say Akshay and Ankita, together they could be creating their individual thoughts. They could be combining together, and it becomes a collective thought. And then they're thinking, oh, this person is like this. This is what we experience in this moment to this moment. So I'm making it myself, and together two people are making it. Then another two get added. So that's what happens in the world of gossip. If I'm gossiping about somebody, and you add one gossip, and the third person adds third gossip, the ultimate result is a result of gossip. It's a co-creation by so many collective thoughts. So let's be careful in what we are creating. The appearance called the world. The world is an illusion that we created. Someday you will discover that you created this entire universe, which is nothing but a composite of all our thoughts. Says Lester Levinson from Willpower Audio. Ankita, are you there? And Anika, are you there?
Yeah. I was unmute.
No problem. So please read. And what is the power?
And what is the power that can turn thoughts into an apparent world and universe? It's infinite awareness, the only power there is. Infinite awareness is the one and only power in existence. It has no competition, and you are that.
So again, you all by now know that you have infinite awareness, infinite wisdom, infinite knowledge, right? So please get aware. Keep asking yourself, am I aware? The minute you are aware, you're detaching yourself from whatever you're seeing in front of you. And then you're going to enjoy it because there's no competition. You've taken the power away from that particular thing by asking, I'm aware. And once you're aware, everything you want is possible. Very, very, very simply. Welcome it. So anything negative that's coming your way, anything negative, somebody said something to you in your family and you can't take it, you don't like it, just welcome it. That's the way she is. I welcome it. Ultimately, what will happen? You should, even that bad feeling will start going, fading away. So, and even if your children say something, this is the way she is, and I can't help it, and you're like, to remember, you and your child are now collectively creating a thought. You're negative about the person, and child is also saying something. Now your collective thoughts is becoming so powerful that you're giving a person a bad name. So remember, ultimately, where are you heading? Please be careful. Start welcoming it rather than expanding it. Let's read the next section. It's all consciousness, awareness. Please read for this. This is by Robert Lanza, but please read it.
It's all consciousness awareness. The world is not, on the whole, the place described in our school books. For several centuries, starting roughly with the resonance, a single mindset about the construct of the cosmos has dominated scientific thought. This model has brought us unfold insights into the nature of the universe and countless applications that have transformed every aspect of our lives. But this model is reaching the end of its useful life and needs to be replaced with a radically different paradigm that reflects a deeper reality, one totally ignored until now.
So let's understand that long back, ages ago, several centuries ago, when the English called it Renaissance, the period where a lot of art and drama and a lot of things were growing up, that time, a single mindset was made about the cosmos. Science was coming up, lots of things were unfolding. The nature, they talked about nature, they talked about perception, and they wrote it down, they chronicled it. And that time, everything got transformed because things came into place. But that model, what happened? It had to be replaced because that was एक हिंदी में कहावत है रूढ़िवादी thoughts. You know, you have typically old thoughts which have to be replaced with the modern time. Now, in the new age world, a different paradigm has come in, and this paradigm is telling you about the deeper reality. That okay, we're a soul, we're coming together. There's a power of mind, the subconscious mind, and they got created. This is what we need to keep updating ourselves. So from Renaissance to this new paradigm of the modern age, we have shifted, right? Why? Just because we got conscious that there needs to be a change. Just because we got aware that whatever was old talked about had the scientific thought, but now it's no longer relevant. It's irrelevant because it needs to be updated. Similarly, we have to understand our own nature. This beautiful section was spoken about Robert Lanza. He was an MD from biocentrism, and he wrote this very beautiful chronicle. And he also wrote this very beautiful. He wrote a thesis, and that came and got published, and it called "How Life and Consciousness Are the Keys to Understanding the True Nature of the Universe." It's extremely technical, but it talks about how it evolved from Renaissance until the modern age, how it evolved. And believe me, what he wrote, even that has now become kind of obsolete. Even that's updating. The fact of the matter is that all of us need to keep updating ourselves. Today, I have a thought. Tomorrow, it might be old. Tomorrow, I need to better myself. That's the reason I keep saying every month, record your manifestation. No, every month, record your affirmation. Today, I'm in a point where I think that I need to work on myself with this affirmation. Tomorrow, I'm perfectly comfortable in that thought. So I need to update myself. That's the reason when we are conscious, we're aware, we can reinvent ourselves. For some inexplicable reason, the most common element in every possible experience, consciousness has kept itself a secret. So, yes, consciousness was always there, but yet we were never conscious of our consciousness. And then it was kept a secret. So let's understand we are unleashing the conscious power through this book, to Dr. Joseph Murphy's conscious mind, and we are inviting that in our life. So in his talks, Deepak Chopra raised two very biggest hard problems of the science, which are still unsolved. First, what is the substance of the universe? So particles, atoms, energy, it's still a question mark. Where does subconsciousness come from? Again, nobody knows. We are conscious, we are aware, but these are mysteries that we still haven't been able to unfold. Let's read further. Let's see what Max Planck has to say. Please read.
Science cannot solve the ultimate mystery of nature, and that is because, in the last analysis, we ourselves are part of nature and therefore part of the mystery that we are trying to solve.
Let's read further. Yes.
While scientists continue to believe in a model of the world that is objective, material, solid, and existing separately from us, they won't find the truth of what the underlying substance of the universe is. But for hundreds of years, sages have known the answer to the biggest unanswered questions of science.
Yeah, so we do know about this, right? So we don't have to elaborate on this. So now in the next, there are three questions coming from, which are not answered yet. What is substance of the universe? Still not answered. Where does consciousness come from? We do not have an answer. Consciousness or awareness is infinite. Yes, we know, but where is it coming from? We have no idea. Let's turn the page. Please read.
We know from science that our material universe had a beginning with the Big Bang, which means it must have an end, something that scientists anticipate. With a beginning and an end that makes our universe finite. And so, if it is finite, it must have come from something that is infinite. The universe came out of consciousness, and consciousness, which is infinite, is the very foundation and underlying substance of a universe and everything in it.
So let's understand that these are just fundamentals, that the universe is finite, but in totality, in truth, the universe or consciousness is completely infinite. It is just not measurable because it is as much as you want it to go. Imagine you have lived, your soul has lived thousands of lives of, say, a ballpark angle of 100 years. Because back in the days, people lived for 500, 700, 900 years. So if now your life is 50, 60 years, it's equal to 10 lives. So let's say ballpark of 100 years. Thousands of lives, hundreds of years per life. And yet you're saying it's finite. So it's infinite. It's just going on, and there's absolutely. So let's understand that you are infinite consciousness, infinite awareness, which means ultimately the universe is you, in you. So we all know that, right? A 90% subconscious mind is universe. It is, everything is there within us. The whole universe is contained with a single human being, you. So we are the drop in the ocean, and the entire body has ocean in us, right? That's how powerful we are. So we are so huge, so wide, and we are absolutely infinite. Let's read the next one.
You've read Rumi, right?
The world, the universe.
The world, the universe, and everything in it, including your body, are in awareness. They are all sitting in and on awareness. Awareness is omnipresent. It is everywhere, and everything is in it and arises out of it. Awareness is omniscienced. It knows everything because it contains everything. And awareness is omnipotent. It is all power because there is no other power than it.
So again, awareness is omniscient, awareness is omnipotent, awareness is everything, awareness is consciousness. So just when you're aware, everything is there, because if you're aware, the power shift will never happen. So remember, awareness is it all. It's always there. You yourself are the eternal energy, which appears as this universe, says Alan Watts. So ultimately, we are the energy sotra, hum energy source hai, and whatever in the world we want, we can create. Let's watch and understand the world movie. What's going on? Let's see now.
When we
Please read.
go to see a movie or watch television, we wouldn't be able to see the pictures if the screen wasn't there. The mind also needs a screen to be able to see the pictures of the world movie that it's projecting, and that screen is awareness.
Yeah, let's go further.
The world movie that our mind projects is sitting in and on the screen of awareness, which means that what we call the world is ultimately made of awareness, the one and only infinite awareness that we are. When the sages say, we are one and we are everything, this is what they're referring to. We are absolutely everything because we are the one awareness within which and upon which everything exists.
So now, people who go very deep down, like, okay, let's talk about people who are sages. How did it happen that, my teacher is in the Himalayas somewhere, and I'm talking about back in the days, and the kings would wake up with some kind of a dream that, I have had this saying from this sage or this teacher or this, guru. How is that? Because ultimately we are one, right? So we can have the conversation from people who've descended, from angels, from guardians, from even your own subconscious mind. Because ultimately we are one. The only thing is, when your chakras are opened, when you're balanced, whole, and complete, and when you want to have telepathy, you can have these conversations. It's about dipping deep down and ultimately reaching to a place where everything is possible in the world. Ultimately, because we are everything, we are one. So, all the people that you talk about, they have energized themselves. People know who are sitting like their shows. Right now, he's sitting in the stage and he'll say, okay, that gentleman in that corner with the grey trouser, you have a white handkerchief in your pocket. You have seen those magic shows, no? You have seen, or he'll say, or they'll levitate people. These are all energies. And these are people who have enhanced those energies because they are aware, because they are conscious, and they've made this power stronger. It's not that they were God gifted. Yes, they are God gifted in a way, but they have worked on it and they've worked on themselves. So please understand, these are just laws of universe, and ultimately we are one. That's what it's trying to say. So all this manifestation is really nothing. Oh my God, what are they saying? Okay. So all this manifestation is really nothing. It's really only that space like awareness vibrating into patterns, shapes, and forms. So basically, these patterns, these shapes, and forms, you're creating them with your mind. You're thinking something and you're vibrating at a higher frequency. You're attracting a lot of power. That's the reason why you're being how you are. So please understand, you have to have your perfect vibration, a perfect frequency if you really want to attract something. And again, I repeat, work on the Brahma Muhurat hour. Even if you're lying in the bed, work on that hour. It's the most important hour of creation. So please understand that. It's very, very, very important. So you have to realize it, how powerful it is. So please don't waste that time. Waking up at 4 o'clock is a good idea. Even if you're waking up at 4:15, it's fine, because you have still half an hour left. Use those 48 minutes. Please read about what Jan Tracy has to say.
The underlying state of consciousness is like the atmosphere in which all these other things take place. The movie screen on which they play. Nothing affects it. Nothing touches it. Jan Frazier from When Fear Falls Away.
Yes. Next one, Pamela Wilson.
Nothing is as it appears to be, and you are not as you appear to be. You only have to look a little deeper and feel a little deeper. Pamela Wilson.
So we have to understand that all of us are people in progress. We are creating our lives. The deeper we delve in, the more pearls of our wisdom will keep coming out. So it's an inward journey. Now we're not going outward. Now we're going inward. What can I do to create the life of my dreams? So I go inward. I feel that feeling. I see that thing with my closed eyes. And the more deeper I go, the more life I create what I want. Now, a lot of us have this feeling of the world should change, the politics should change, this should change, that should change. People judge, people see, people do this, people. Now, let's understand what is all that about. Please read. J. Krishnamurti was absolutely a very, very inspirational man, unfortunately, no longer there with us. His readings, his chronologies, his theologies are beautiful. And in the third public talk in Santa Monica, he spoke something very beautiful much before I was born. And he said, change in society is of secondary importance that will come about naturally, inevitably, when you as a human being bring about the change in yourself. So the change always starts with us. If I don't want the world to be like this, I stop talking about it. This is what we learned in magic. Stop criticizing, stop ridiculing, stop coming up with negativity. If I want COVID to go, khatam ho jaye, ek chapa, khatam ho jaye. I have to stop talking about it. Stop talking about it. The more you harp about COVID, oh, iska bhi ye chala gaya, uska bhi, stop talking about it. People want to talk only about that. Just say, okay, let's talk about something else apart from COVID, and then see the conversation. So let's not talk about it. Awareness is what we are. You didn't come to save the world. You came to love the world. So please understand, if you're trying to talk about saving the world, you don't love the world enough. Please love it. Please love it. Whatever you want will unfold in front of you. Let's read what Francis Lucille has to say. Please read.
You want the world to be different. Let us assume that you were given the power to erase the world as it is and reconstruct it as you would like it to be. No wars, no triumphs, no mosquitoes, no cancer, no pain, and everybody smiles. You would end up with something that is very boring, something with no flavor. Then you start adding a bit of salt and pepper, and at the end, you would be back where you have started, having realized that it was perfect the way it was.
So everything is perfect as long as we see it perfectly. The minute we start changing, the world, this is talking about world, then you realize, oh my God, I was on the wrong track. All I had to do is embrace it, accept it, welcome it, and it would have changed the way I wanted. So it was perfect. It was my reflection then, it's my reflection now. All I have to do is get awakened, get conscious. Let's read further.
When we remain attached to our own beliefs and the belief that we are separate individuals, the world will never be at peace. Billions of egos will always create strife because egos are unstable. They will never agree. But awareness allows for all of it. Awareness allows for the illusion, the false beliefs, the lack of peace, the strife, the sufferings, and the wars, because only love allows everything to exist. The freedom from any suffering doesn't depend on the world coming to peace, but depends on your seeing that you have mistaken yourself for only a person, and on your experiencing yourself as the one and only infinite being.
So let's understand, ultimately it's our projection. We've spoken about that. Whatever we want is possible. Whatever we don't want is possible. If we are egoistic, if we are unstable, if we want everything to change, we're not allowing the awareness to be there. So once you're aware that everything is beautiful, that I am joy, I am peace, I'm love, and that's how I see the world, everything will change. Then you will be free from suffering. So detach yourself, start embracing, start welcoming, and the world will become a beautiful place for you to sing and dance. The infinite being isn't concerned about calamity in the world as it's never affected by any of those things, says David Bingham. Lester Levinson says, when you see the world as you, it will look entirely different from what it looked like when it appeared separate. You will love and identify with it and everyone in it. So, very important to understand that let's start embracing and the world changes. As we become more conscious, more love arises. With self realization, there's a realization that everything is you. So it isn't possible to harm anything. So obviously, yes. Let's read the last paragraph for the day.
Awareness says yes to absolutely everything. Awareness allows for the freedom of everything to be the way it is, because the world and everything in it is awareness. Its own self, our own self. That means there can be nothing to oppose us. No calamity can befall us. No atomic bombs or meteors can destroy us. No lack or limitation can possibly affect us. Because when you boil it right down, all of it is us. And when you have realized your true self and you are resting as that awareness, you will know, no matter how things appear in the world, all is always, always well.
So let's start embracing. Thank you, Muskan, for showcasing this book, Anika, for reading. Let's move to the power book. So, no matter whatever we think, let's embrace one fact in our life and forever. All is well. All is well in my world, and all is well in the world. The minute you stop criticizing, the minute you stop telling people this is now how it should be, this is how it should be, you are in a state of conflict. You're not accepting. So the minute you start accepting, welcoming, you will feel infinite peace in you. And that's your nature. It's effortless. It's so beautiful. So just understand that life is wonderful when you are ready to play with it. So, all right. Today we'll read this beautiful chapter on love has unlimited ways, and love means freedom. We were supposed to be on, okay, today's 7th. Yes. So love has unlimited ways for you to receive. Let's read this, Anika.
Love has unlimited ways for you to receive. Money is only a tool for you to experience the things you love in life. When you think about the things you can do with money, you will feel much more love and joy than when you think only of money. Imagine being with what you love, doing what you love, and having the things you love, because you will then feel far more love than you will if you only think about money.
Yeah, please continue to read.
The attractive force of love has unlimited ways for you to receive what you want. The only one of those ways involves money. Don't make the mistake of thinking that money is the only way you can receive something. That is limited thinking, and you will limit your life.
That's why they keep harping on the fact that in manifestation, stop saying, how will it come? How will I buy this huge thing? How will I do? Money is not how you buy things. You're attracting things. Somebody may give it to you in your in their will. Some you may win something. Something may come. Some lottery may come. Some allocation can come. You never know where you get lucky. So don't be so limited. Money is energy. Don't think money is everything in the world. Now let's see what Rhonda Byrne is talking about examples. She's talking about her sister's story. In the next two paragraphs, it's all about that. Please, let's read this.
My sister attracted a new car through the most adventurous sequence of events. She was driving to work and she got caught in a flash flood and her car stopped in the water. At the insistence of an emergency rescue worker, she was carried to dry land, even though the water was not dangerously high. She laughed her way through the whole experience. and her rescue even made the nightly television news. My sister's car was irreparably damaged by the water, and within 2 weeks, she was given a large check and she brought her dream car. The most wonderful part of this story is that my sister was renovating a house at that time and she didn't have any spare money for a new car. She didn't even imagine having a new car. She had attracted the beautiful new car to her because she had cried tears of joy when she heard the news that our other sibling has got a new car. My sister was so happy and gave so much of love for our sibling. Receiving a new car, the law of attraction moved every element, circumstance, and event to deliver a new car to her too. That is power of love.
So let's understand the power of love. It's so beautiful. It's so lovely. Whatever you want in the world, you'll get. So if you're grateful for what you really want, for example, if they're talking about the car. She was grateful for the car her brother or sister received, not what she had received. Ultimately, the universe brought her the same pleasure. So if you're thankful for others having something that you love, you are bound to attract it because that is the beautiful power of love. So please don't undermine the power of love. Stop judging, stop doubting, stop being envious, stop being jealous. Love it and attract it. Let's read further.
You will not know how you will receive what you want until you receive it. But the force of love knows. Get out of your own way and have faith. Imagine what you want. Feel the happiness inside you, and the attractive force of love will find the perfect way for you to receive it. Our human minds are limited, but the intelligence of love is unlimited. Its ways are beyond our comprehension. Don't limit your life by thinking money is the only way to get something you want. Don't make money your only target, but make your target what you want to be, do, or have. If you want a new home, imagine and feel the joy of living in it. If you want beautiful clothes, appliances, or a car, if you want to go to college, move to another country, receive training in music, acting, or a sport, imagine it. All these things can come to you in an unlimited number of ways.
Because love is the most beautiful energy and harness the force of love. Whatever you want it to manifest, it's possible simply by loving it. You just have to love it. एक जुनून होना चाहिए, एक passion होना चाहिए. Love it. I love it like how I really, really love it. And you will attract it, whatever in the world it is. Let's talk about love rules.
Love rules. There is one rule with money. You can never put money ahead of love. If you do, you violate love's law of attraction and you will suffer the consequences. Love must be the ruling force in your life. Nothing can ever be put above love. Money is a tool for you to use, and you bring it to yourself through love. But if you put money ahead of love in your life, it will cause you to receive the whole bunch of negative things. You can't give love for money and then walk around being rude and negative to people. Because if you do that, you open the door for negativity to walk into your relationships, health, happiness, and finances.
Oh, wonderful. So this is something we're very clear about. We can't have negative feelings because that's opposite of love. The more negativity we have, we are open to negative situations in life. The more positivity we have, the more love we have, whatever we want, we attract. So Charles Handel is a New Thought author, and that's what they say. And if you require, he said, if you require love, try to realize that the only way to get love is by giving it. That the more you give, the more you will get. And the only way you can give is to fill yourself up with it until you become a magnet. So if you want money, you have to first give money. If you want happiness, you have to first give somebody happiness. If you want love from your children or the world, First, give unconditional love. It'll all come back to you. So whatever you want in life, first start giving it. That's why they say 10% of your time, 10% of your money, if you give in things that you really want, you will attract a lot of it. So let's read the last paragraph for this section.
You are meant to have the money you need to live a full life. You are not meant to be suffering from the lack of money because suffering adds negativity to the world. The beauty of life is that when you put love first, all the money you need to live a full life comes to you.
How beautiful. Let's turn the page. Let's read the points of power. So, Anika, just read the points of power. They're very simple. You've just done the chapter. If anybody has any doubts, you could always write for me to elaborate on them. So, 48 of us on call right now. Whoever wants can just mention the chat box. Anika, please read. Thank you so much.
It's the attractive force of love that moves all the money in the world. And whoever is giving love by feeling good is a magnet for money.
So, if you want to give, if you want to become a magnet for money, simply give and give the money with love. That's what we talked about yesterday. Any payment to anyone with love, not, oh, should I have to make this payment? And you write in the bill, thank you paid. Very important. Okay.
You can tell how you feel about money because if you don't have all you need, then you don't feel good about money.
So people who are all the time hoarding, saving, telling themselves, oh, I have less money, then they have a feeling of, oh, it's not good enough. Sufficient nahi. Start feeling, I have always enough, and you will always have enough. Next.
Love is the attracting force that brings money, and love is also the power that makes money stick.
Yeah, so if you love money, money will always stick to you. Fall in love with money. And then fall in love. And so now again, love is the most important factor. Because you've fallen in love with money, so money is sticking with you. If you're falling in love with humanity, humanity will stick with you. If you're falling in love with business, business will stick to you. So whatever you're falling in love will stick to you. So for that, the most important thing is money, which is an energy. So you just go for that. Yes, please.
When you pay your bills, find a way, any way, to make yourself feel good. Imagine your bills are checks you're receiving. Or use gratitude and give thanks to the company who sent you the bill.
So again, whenever you are giving money, think that you're getting money. जितना मैं दूंगी उतना मुझे मिलेगा या उससे ज्यादा मुझे मिलेगा. So be grateful for that. कि, oh wow, I'm being able to give because I'm going to get so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So always make giving of money a pleasure. For example, you're going to a restaurant. You're making a payment of $4,000 for 4 people. Rather than say, oh my God, ₹1,000 ahead, just say, wow, abundance. I'll get so much more opportunities. Tomorrow you might get treats from somebody, or you might just get some discount vouchers. You never know. When you give money, just say I'm attracting money. Don't say I'm giving money. Next.
When some money comes into your hands, no matter how small it is, be grateful. Remember, gratitude is the great multiplier.
Yes, let's go further.
Feel love when you pay for anything instead of feeling bad because you have less money. The difference between the two is the difference between having plenty of money and struggling with money for the rest of your life.
So again, nobody has to struggle with money. You can have a lot of it if you love it. So just be grateful and have good feelings, and whatever you want will come to you. Yes.
Use physical money as your cue to remember to feel good about plenty of money. Imagine the front of each bill as the positive side, which represents plenty of money. Each time you handle money, deliberately flip the bill so the front is facing you.
What I do is the back side of the money is positivity and the front side of the money is abundance. So if I see anything, I know either I have too much of money or I have abundance. I made it same. So money means energy. So whatever makes you happy, if you think you want to use physically, you want to see money to attract it, those are kind of just see it, thank it, and that's it. These should be just, these are right now you're working on yourselves to start loving money. It's a relationship you're building. So it'll take some time, but gradually you'll be very, very happy. You'll be able to give gratefully, receive gratefully, and it'll just become a huge vicious circle. Yeah, let's go for it.
If you feel really good about success, no matter whose success it is, you stick success to you.
So now if I stop saying, oh my God, she's become, her dreams have come true, mine haven't. Oh my God, then I'm going into an envious state, a jealous state. If I want to be successful in my life, I have to be first giving my thank you to somebody's success. So give and get. So if I give my thanks and my love to somebody's success, I will get it. Very simply. Yeah. Next.
Give an equal value to the money you receive through profits or your salary. If you give more value than the money you're receiving, your business and career will take off.
So that means if I'm getting 1,000 rupees for something, I give work for 1,200 bucks, more than what I receive. जैसे बोलते हैं ना काम चोरी करते हैं, so नहीं. I have to give more than what I get. So ultimately, I'll be the receiving end. I'll be just getting more prosperous. My business, my career, wherever I'm investing, it'll take off. So always be very truthful to your work. Whether you're in a job, whether you're doing a business, don't waste time. Give much more than you take. Next.
Money is only a tool for you to experience the things you love in life. The attractive force of love has unlimited ways for you to receive what you want, and only one of those ways involves money. Imagine being with what you love, doing what you love, and having the things you love, because you will feel far more love than you will if you only think about money.
So again, money is a byproduct. It will come to you very easily when you start loving whatever you're doing. We talked about example yesterday about Lakshya and Lakshmi ji. So if you have a goal in life and you love that goal, that's why I said have a plan B, have an ikigai, start working on that. Because whatever you do, which you're loving, you're bound to get money in that. There's absolutely no two hoots about it. The last point, the PowerPoint.
The beauty of life is that when you put love first, all the money you need to live a full life comes to you.
Just start falling in love with every single thing, money, people, relationships. And now, because we have time, let's move on to the next chapter. Muskan, please flip the page. The next chapter is really beautiful. It's one of my favorites. It's about the power and relationships. So right now we talked about power and money, how we can make our money grow. Now it's about power and relationships. Let's understand how wonderful it is to attract people in our life and how to have a life of fantastic relationships. So until Muskan is flipping the book, let me just open the chapter to you. It says, so in the, it says, extend to each person, no matter how trivial the contact, all the care and kindness and understanding, that love that you can muster, and do with it no thought of any reward. Your life will never be the same again. I'll simplify what Ogmandies has to say. So if you're giving anything for somebody, doing something for somebody without expecting कि अरे तारीफ मिलेगी, अरे thank you मिलेगा, कोई reward मिलेगा, then you will get much more and your life will be much, much better. बोलते हैं ना कर्म कर फल की चिंता मत कर. So if you're not looking at the result, you're Muskan ma'am, are we flipping the book please? Are we changing the page? I have already introduced the next chapter. I'm waiting for you to change. Yeah, thank you. You don't understand. So this is what the new chapter is: power and relationships. There are two parrots on a one branch, and they have the glow of love around them, the energy behind them. Simply, when we extend ourselves, when we do stuff for people, when we look after them, when we care for them, when we love them, we understand them, we don't judge them, then whatever comes is absolutely magical. Yes, Ankita is right. It's said to do your best, God will do the rest. Absolutely. So please understand this. This law of love is applying even in relationships. This book is all about love. We know that by now, right? So let's read this chapter and let's understand the beauty of it. Please read for it, Anika. Giving love.
Giving love is the law that applies to everything in your life. And giving love is the law of relationships. The force of love doesn't care whether you know someone or not, whether a person is a friend or foe, a loved one or a complete stranger. The force of love doesn't care if you're encountering a work colleague, boss, parent, child, student, or a person serving you in a store. With every single person you come into contact with, you are either giving love or you're not. And what you give is what you will receive.
Very beautiful. So the force of love doesn't care who are you encountering with, who are you working with, who are you working for. It could be anybody. But as long as you're giving love, whatever you want, you will receive. So the what you give is what you receive. So if I give respect, I get respect. If I give love, I get love. If I give trust, I get trust. So stop, there are people who are very analytical. इसने ऐसा कर दिया. Stop criticizing. Find something that you love about that person. Ultimately, it will come true. Just find the things that you love. Let's read the next paragraph.
Relationships are your biggest channel to give love. And so you can change your entire life just through the love you give in your relationships. At the same time, through relationships,
I think she has a cursor problem. She's not being able to figure that out. Okay, let me read. Okay. Yeah.
can be your biggest downfall because they are often your biggest excuse for not giving love.
So again, let's understand something very beautifully, that if you really want to have a beautiful relationship, you are a channel. So, Nitya Shanti says one thing very beautiful. May I be the channel of blessings. That means I am being the channel for something to flow into somebody's life, right? So now, if I'm the channel for love and I'm not believing in it, what's going to happen? My relationship with the person will collapse because now I'm looking at the negative bit. I'm not giving him love enough. And when I do that, my relationship will just fall flat because I'm not giving love, because I'm only criticizing. So may I be the channel for love. May love flow through me effortlessly, easily, in all directions to everyone. And then whatever I want will be attracted. How beautiful, how wonderful is that? What you give to others, you give to yourself. That's $1 million statement. And imbibe this in your mind, in your hearts, in your souls. You're not giving to others, you're giving to yourself. It's a gift to yourself. So get that very clearly. That's why I say when we introduce our loved ones to the evening sessions or the morning sessions or any beautiful book also, if the person is doing it and you're helping the person, you're not gifting her something. It's a karma cycle. What you give is what you get. So if you're gifting her a book or a session, you will get much more back from people. So become a giver. When you become a giver, you become an unconditional receiver also. What you give to others, you give to yourself. Let's read this.
The most enlightened beings throughout history told us to love others. You were not told to love others just so that you would be a nice person. You were being given the secret to life. You were being given the law of attraction. When you love others, you will have an amazing life. When you love others, you will receive the life you deserve.
How wonderful. When you love others, you will receive the life you deserve. You are being given the law of attraction. Law of love is equal to law of attraction. Law of attraction is equal to law of love. They are both the same. If you want to attract something, you have to fall in love with it and give it, and you'll get it. The entire law is summed up in a single command: love your neighbor as yourself. Saint Paul said that. So, again, understand it's very beautiful to spread love. It just spread it. Just spread it. Don't think. In India or even in by large people, if I say something to a man, I love you, and oh my God, she's so bold. What is she saying? Why can't it flow easily? Shweta said a beautiful thing to me day before we were talking on the phone. She's like, I give hearts and love to my principals and the teachers, and they were like, some sent back. She's like, okay, give me love. Just give me love, because they're having some thing called Circle of Love, where they're reading this book of power. And love is being exchanged so easily between the opposite sex. How wonderful. Why can't I say I love you, Monish? Why can't I say I love you, Sailesh? Why should I be judged? Why? Can't love flow from one person to another? So let's stop judging. Let's flow in the world of love. And let's find love for each other. Because that's what love is all about. Let's read further.
Give love to others through kindness, encouragement, support, gratitude, or any good feeling, and it comes back to you and multiplies itself, bringing love to every other area of your life, including your health, money, happiness, and career.
Yes, let's read further.
Give negativity to others through criticism, anger, patience, or any bad feeling, and you will receive that negativity back, guaranteed. And as the negativity comes back, it multiplies itself, attracting more negativity, which affects the rest of your life.
As most of you are married here, so let me give you a very simple example. The minute you want to criticize your spouse, your partner, not criticize, you don't like something about him or her, and you say that to him or her in anger, तुमने तो ये कर दिया. What happens? The immediate effect is he gets angry, she gets angry, he will say, तुमने भी तो ये किया. Yeah, why are you telling me this? You can't tell me this. And they will throw two more things back at you to tell you that you are wrong. So what have you done? You are the one who started this entire thing. So now what are you complaining about? You've complained, you criticized, you've gone angry, you've showed your impatience. Guaranteed it's going to come back to you. And it will keep multiplying. And that next half hour will become full of negativity. Then that full day will become full of negativity. It's multiplying and it's becoming, and the rest of your life you'll start saying, यार ये तो ऐसी है, या ये तो ऐसा ही है. And that's what's going to happen. Tatastu. Whatever you want, you get. Your negativity, you get negativity. So we have to really fall in love with everything, and that's what it's going to happen. So you stop criticizing people, you stop complaining people. Yes, did you say something very right? Simply what we give is what we attract. Just give. So if you're giving negativity, you get negativity. So you become a love giver, no? Everything will be love. And it's never about the other person. It's always about you. So now you become selfish. It's never about the other person. Let's read this.
You can tell in your relationships right now that you've been giving. If a current relationship is great, it means you are giving more love and gratitude than negativity. If a current relationship is difficult or challenging, it means you are inadvertently giving more negativity than love.
Yeah, please read.
Some people think a relationship is either good or bad because of the other person, but life doesn't happen that way. You can't say to the force of love, I will give love only when the other person gives it to me. You can't receive anything in life unless you give it first. Whatever you give, you receive. So it's not about the other person at all. It's all about you. It's all about what you are giving and what you are feeling.
So the people who want to get married, and I think we only have Manupal is not joining us anymore. So please understand. So if you're giving love, love is what you're getting. So just accept the person the way he or she is. Don't be dependent. मुझे ये मिलेगा, तुम वो ऐसा करेगा. If he's ideal, if he understands me, then okay, then I'm lucky, and then I will understand him. No, first unconditionally give. So this is something my grandma taught me when I got married. She's like, you are the outsider in the family. Just give them love, invest in the relationships right now, pamper them, even though you don't love them right now, pamper them. And ultimately, in 4 or 5 days of pampering my in-laws when I got married, I fell in love with them. I'm like, oh my God, Papa is so amazing. They're pampering me. And it became a vicious circle. Them pampering me pampering them, Bhaiya pampering me pampering him. So first I gave. I was taught to give. And then I got back in abundance. Till now, 21 years of being married, and I'm getting. So the more you give, the more you get. And it's never about the other person. It's always about you. If you want to get something in your life, you have to give it. Just give it. Let's read further.
You can change any relationship right now by looking for the things you love appreciate, and are grateful for in that person. When you make a deliberate effort to look for the things you love more than you notice negative things, a miracle will take place. It will appear to you as though something incredible has happened to the other person, but it's the force of love that is incredible because it dissolves negativity, including negativity in relationships. All you have to do is harness the force of love by looking for the things you love in the person, and everything will change in the relationship.
This is $1 million thing. Please read it again today. This is a homework assignment, whatever you want to take it. You have to make a deliberate effort to look for the things you love more than the things you notice negative about a person. And miracles are bound to take place in whatever area, whatever it is, be it finance, be it relationships, anything. You can harness the force of love by looking for something positive, and the situation will become a miraculous situation. Let's turn the page.
I know hundreds of relationships that have been resort, restored,
Restored.
restored through the power of love. But one particular story of a woman who used love's power to restore her crumbling marriage stands out from the others because this woman had lost all love from her husband. In fact, she couldn't bear to be near him. Her husband complained every day. He was sick all the time. He was depressed and angry and verbally abusive to her and their 4 children. When the woman learned about the power of giving love, she decided right away to feel happier despite the problems in her marriage. Immediately, the atmosphere in their home became lighter, and the woman's relationship with her children got better. She then went through her photo albums, looking at her photos of her husband when they first married. She took some of the photos and put them on her desk to look at them every day. And by her doing this, something amazing happened. She felt the love she had first felt for she felt the love she had first felt for her husband. And as she felt the love return, her feelings of love began to increase dramatically inside her. She reached a point where she loved her husband more than she ever had in her life. Her love became so great that her husband's depression and anger disappeared, and his health began to return. This woman went from wanting to be as far away as possible from a husband to a marriage where they want to be with each other as much as possible.
How beautiful, no? Love healed the depression of her husband. Love healed his anger. She was merely looking at the picture. She didn't even express love to him. But all of a sudden, she felt that she loves him. And then imagine if she starts reaching, she starts telling her husband, I love you, I love you, I love you. The amount of love that will fill in his body, anything which is negative will get washed out. The force of love is so beautiful. It frees you of every single thing. Any dis-ease, any negative emotion. That's the power of love. So feel it, use it, absorb it, take it, and you can heal people. Even when I say that we all are healers, right now somebody's unwell in your family because of COVID, whatever reasons they have. Just give them love, infinite love. Just share it across boundaries. It can go to oceans, continents also. Just feel the love. You have a picture in front of you, great. You don't have a picture in front of you, doesn't matter. Just feel that energy flow, and the person, the achhi khabar aa jaye. The person is healed. How wonderful. Love is a beautiful force. Reckon with it. Understand it. Thank you, Muskan, and thank you, Anika, for reading. Thank you, Muskan, for showcasing. With this, we've come to the conclusion, and I'm going to read this, open this. Okay. So the first page that I'm opening is, it says love. I am worth loving. At least 3 times a day, stand with, the page number is 147. At least 3 times a day, stand with your arms open wide and say, I am willing to let the love in. It is safe to let the love in. How beautiful. So we will do this today when we meditate. And the book says, I am worth loving. So it says very beautiful. I want to read it, small excerpt. You don't have to earn money. So you don't have to earn love anymore. Then you have to earn the right to breathe. So when you breathe, you love as much. You have a right to breathe because you exist. You have a right to be loved because you exist. That is all you need to know. You're worthy of your own love. Don't allow your parents or society's negative opinions or popular prejudices make you think that you're not good enough. This book was beautiful mirror work which taught us this, right? The reality of your being is that you are lovable. Accept this and know this. When you really do, you'll find that people treat you as a lovable person. So, how wonderful, how amazing. So, let's get this straight that ultimately we are all about love. Did I have a new music? I loved it. So let's use that. Let's straighten our backs, look at our posture. Let's take 3 deep breaths. And this time, today, the day of love, let's love our lungs. Let's love the oxygen that flows in our lungs. I have nature music playing, so let's give back. When you give back love to the Mother Nature. Because right now, the circle of love is going to expand. And the minute we're thankful for oxygen, the world who needs oxygen concentrators, they will all get oxygen very organically. Let's make collective gratitude. Let's inhale love for oxygen, gratitude for oxygen. Feel the oxygen in your tummy, feel the air everywhere. Whatever you're holding is love and gratitude. Gently release the oxygen. May it heal the world. May the world heal. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you for giving me the fresh air that I breathe, the magical air that I breathe. Once more, inhale in oxygen and love and gratitude. Thank you, dear oxygen, for giving me the gift of life. I love you, I love breathing, and I love life. And as I surrender, as I exhale, I wish the world to heal. May there be oxygen everywhere. May there be life everywhere. Let's inhale in love for oxygen once again. This fresh breath, we are so grateful to you. Without you, how would we survive for even 3 minutes? Thank you for coming in abundance. And as I release you, I wish you to spread the world with your abundance of oxygen. Life is love. Life is gratitude. Life is joyful. We all are now the ambassadors of love. Love is there inside us. Love is there outside us. Let's fall in love with life, with ourselves, with things around us, with people around us, with money. Because whatever we fall in love with us, we will become a magnet for miracles. Let's attract all things wonderful in our life, knowing we are the creators of our life. Let's fold our hands in gratitude for the love that fills our bodies. Let's expand our angel heart and say, I am willing for all the love to enter me. Spread your hands wide on your heart level. I am love. I am willing for all the love to fill in my being. It is safe to be in love. It is safe for love to be in my body because I am love. Bring your hands back at the comfortable level. If you wish, you can fold your hands in prayer. If you wish, you can just be grateful with your hands facing the heavens above. I am love, and I am full of love for oxygen. I am full of love for healing. And today, on this beautiful day of love, I wish my planet Earth heals. I wish abundance of oxygen for everyone around. No scarcity, only abundance. I wish for lives to revive. I wish for life to retain. I wish for health, wealth, and wellness of the world around me. May each soul that's living prosper, be it the animal kingdom, be it the green kingdom, be it the human kingdom. May everyone thrive and grow. I am love, and I believe in the power of my infinite love. Love that permeates and pulsates in my body, in every part of being, because I am whole and complete. And so it is. So it is. So it is. Let's bend our heads in gratitude towards planet Earth for enriching us every single day, for the water that flows and makes our life magical, for the cellular energy that flows and it makes all the cells in our body magical, for the spiritual energy that comes to us, the knowledge that comes to us. We are so grateful. We are so much in love. Thank you, dear planet Earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your generosity, for all the love that you harness and you've given me. Thank you for making me kinder, wiser, more lovelier, and more spiritual, more compassionate, more giving. I'm truly in awe of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's thank our wonderful life, past, present, and future, for being so magical. We are so, so grateful. Let's thank the heavens above by thanking them for abundance, for having our back. The universe, thank you. The cosmos, thank you for the Leela, for making me a part of you. The divinity, thank you for blessing me. The angels, thank you for giving all the cues. We are now on a path of following you. Dear guardians, thank you for protecting us all with your lair, with your protection lair. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's expand our angel heart once more today. I allow for all the love to come in me because I am love. It's safe for me to be in love, and I am open and receptive to love. I'm open and receptive to all the goodness. I am open and receptive to all the abundance in the universe. And so it is. Close your hands together, fold them together, energize them, rub them together. Bless our conscious, subconscious, our brain, our solar plex, our Ajna chakra, our eyes, our nose, our throat, our ears, our food pipe, our shoulders, arms upper to lower, back upper to lower, spinal cord, hips, lungs. Bless them. Thank the beautiful oxygen that you breathe. Thank your heart for beating. Thank your pulse for moving. Thank your liver. Thank your stomach, kidneys, gallbladder, intestines, uterus. your sexual organs, excretory organs, thighs, knees, ankles, heels, soles of your feet. Come back up after touching your nails and your feet. Thank you for trillions of cells in my body, the cellular energy that runs through it, the blood that runs through entire body, that circulates in my body, to my muscles, to my tissues, to my fiber, to my bones, and to my protection layer of my skin. Truly in gratitude of each one of you for working in your optimum best. Whatever is unrequired from my body, be it emotions, be it weight, be it anything that my body knows doesn't require, let that all leave my body once and for all, forever, leaving me positive and energized, and so it is. Now feel the love, the blessings, the gratitude for your Sangha, their loved ones, and our planet Earth. So everyone that's suffering, may all of them heal, and so it is. Love, light, abundance, and blessings to each one of you. To Sailesh, Pratima ji, Kiran, Harpreet, Mudita, Sangeeta ji, Neha, Sneha, Anika, Payal, Neelam, Chalu, Sudha, Akshay, Shweta, Shelly, Deepika, Radhika, Monica, Kuldeep ji, Prima, Nisha, Ravi ji, Reena, Minakshi, Kavita, Alithya, Anika, Ayushi, Sunita, Archana, Monica again, Monish, Shraddha. And to everyone whose cameras are off, okay, I see Archal, Puneet, Sapna, Minakshi, there's no name in one, Pramila, Ashana, Kirti, Kainath, Poonam, Niyati, Muskan, and more one to one to life. So may all of us live happily, healthily. May our loved ones be happy and healthy, and may our world heal of whatever is going through. Let's just bless everyone. Let's just bless the oxygen supply and knowing that this is how it is. Yesterday, I had a beautiful session on oxygen in the evening in the Magic Book, and I shared that image with all of you. The world is going through a crisis with oxygen cylinders, oxygen concentrators. It is just, and oxygen is in abundance. This is just something I discussed with you even when we did the Magic Book. We require oxygen every single day. And if you go with the mathematical calculations, our body is absorbing 13 lakhs of oxygen every single day. And that's coming to us free. So if you multiply that with the number of members in your house and into the number of days in a year, imagine how crores and crores of oxygen you are breathing in so beautifully, so easily, so freely. So please let's start thanking. And if you look at your lungs, how it's made, and if you look at a tree, how it's made, they're exactly same. The tree is giving you oxygen that you're breathing and growing. They're the same. So please, in the at least now, let's start blessing our lungs, thanking the oxygen, and blessing the world to get oxygen. Believe me, collective powers work. So let's work on this. Let's heal the world because we are super healers. Let's get that very, very, very clear. So please get that and let's understand the sciences that everything is one. We are all one. So if somebody needs love and life and healthy wishes, maybe become the channels for blessings. Maybe become the healers. So please send your healings. Let the world heal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Muskan, for this fantastic session this morning. And thank you so much, everyone, for logging in. We have mere 5 days left, and we have these two beautiful books that we're concluding. So lots of love and power to us. Take care. Until then, see you tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock. Lots of love. May shine bright, bright here, bright now. Take care. Lots of love.